Azure Lane. Azure Lane. Playing Azure Lane. Wait, I have to turn it off. Game capture. There we go. Better. Azure Lane. Azure Lane. Azure Lane. Azure Lane. Oh, that's all my RAM. Free, available, 160. Oh yeah, my RAMs. GeForce, GeForce. CPU full. Let's open my favorite game, open hardware monitor. For, 60, ooh, 70 temperatures. Power. Power I use. Oh, there we go. System going down. Let's see. No. Freeze. Freeze. Oh no, my game crashed. It's gonna crash. Tori. Ooh, okay, it's smooth. 60 frames.
いらっしゃいませ。もう少しお買い上げになっても。
No good rewards. So let's do these. Core speed.
進みましょう。なんと後ずさ
40
にした方がいいですね。接続完了。
Where's my energy? 1.1. 1.088.
接続完了。
1.1. Okay, so the volts.
接続完了。
Turbo boost is doing all the carrying. However, I just beat all of my RAM. Now let's go to YouTube.
And the front I/O is easy to access, even if I would have preferred to have a USB 3 port rather than just USB 2. The only question then is, who exactly makes it? You see, the manufacturer on the box is Kintar, but they sometimes go by the name Jinda. The QR code on the box tries to go to jinda168.com, but that website is gone, and the domain can be purchased for less than the price of this computer. Jinda168 seems to be a shipping vessel of some sort, but we have no idea if it is in any way related to Kintar. We eventually found Kintar's site, kintar.com.cn, and that revealed that this case is called the Jindao, or Fighting Knife, which explains the very warlike imagery on the box. Its English name would be probably something like Kintar Knife Fight. Okay, who told you that? Is that from Andy?
No, I did that.
Wow, it's only $17 with the USB 3 port? Believe it or not, the computer wasn't the only thing we got in our package. We also got a keyboard and mouse, copyright 2016. Ooh, it looks like copyright a lot longer ago than that. But to their credit, at least they don't try to oversell the thing, with the only marketing claims on the front of the box being that the keyboard has 104 keys.
Oh shit. Show my GPU.
Yeah, it sounds like 104 keys, and that the mouse is 1000 DPI. What else we got in here? Oh wow. This is far more of an accessory package than I was expecting. This is hilarious! No! Okay. Story time. There is a Razer Mantis desk pad that has been in active service for over 13 years, making its way from my desk at NCIX to Luke's test bench, now to Emily's workstation. The thing is, it looks absolutely nothing like this. It's about 4 times the size, significantly thicker, and is actually made by Razer. Anyway, that doesn't mean it won't work well enough for our purposes. Let's get our setup deployed here. Wait, I forgot about the other stuff. There's what appears to be a very good 10-foot patch cable, a USB drive that I would definitely plug into my computer, 32 gigs, and for some reason, an HDMI to VGA adapter. That seems like the kind of thing that I could probably just pick up separately if I really need it, huh?
It also comes with a screwdriver.
What? Oh, this is also inexplicable. The computer is assembled.
Just in case you need to open.
That quality molding. I want to take a bit of a closer look at this computer. Cable management? Yep.
9 years ago. Yes. But yay. Review.
As is typical when a new line of graphics cards gets released, there's this immediate focus on high end, with Nvidia pushing cards like the 1080 and 1070 as having unparalleled performance, while AMD's RX 480 was supposed to be a VR for the masses type product. But what about the humble gamer without a bottomless trust fund bank account who just wants a solid 1080p experience? Let's have a look at Nvidia's latest offering for the blue-collar members of the PC Master Race, the GeForce GTX 1050 Ti. Massdrop is currently featuring the Infinity ErgoDock Split Keyboard Kit. Check it out in the video description. So the GTX 1050 Ti is based off the same Pascal microarchitecture as the rest of the GeForce 10 series, but it uses the new GP107 GPU. This is a bit of a change from the GeForce 9 series, where the GTX 950 just ran a cut-down version of the GTX 960's GPU. With the 1050 Ti, you get 768 CUDA cores with a 1392 MHz on the boost clock, as well as 4 GB of GDDR5 VRAM running on a 128-bit memory bus. Although these cards aren't compatible with SLI, you do get other GeForce 10 standard features like NVIDIA Ansel for cool screenshots, as well as support for DirectX 12 and Vulkan. For our benchmarks, we got 2 flavors of the card, the Zotac GTX 1050 Ti Mini and the MSI GTX 1050 Ti OC. Both feature a modest factory overclock, with the Zotac running at 1417 MHz on the boost clock, and the MSI running just a bit higher at 1455.
Oh, that's why I
Both
got
of these cards are small form factor and don't require any power beyond what the motherboard's PCIe slot can provide. In fact, in our Crysis 3 load test, our system drew less than 160 watts from the wall in entirety, while staying below about 60-ish degrees Celsius. Very interesting numbers if you're fighting size, power, or thermal limits in your current system. Or are they? To give a real answer, we of course need to look at performance in real games. So here's how our 1050 Ti stacked up on our Core i7 6850K test bench that we use for all of our testing to standardize our results and eliminate bottlenecks. All tests were performed at 1080p, as this is a less powerful card that isn't really aimed at users going for 1440p or 4K. Starting out with the aforementioned Crysis 3, which is still a punishing title after over 3.5 years, the 1050 Ti performed quite well for a card targeted squarely at the lower middle end of the market. It managed frame rates in the low 40s on very high presets, while bumping things down to high delivers a buttery smooth
1050 Ti, 523 CUDA cores. Wait.
This is an extremely unusual motherboard, and it's gonna get a pretty quick and unceremonious unboxing because I wanna get straight down to it today. This came to us straight from a factory in China that it actually took us months to get in contact with and convince them to send us one of these. As soon as I saw this, I absolutely had to have one. On the one side, you've got a completely normal motherboard with an LGA 1151 socket and a couple of memory slots and some I/O and all that kind of thing. And on the other side is a graphics card. In fact, the manufacturer claims that that is a GTX 1050 Ti. So we're not talking about your grandma's onboard graphics here. We're talking a fully gaming capable graphics card soldered right onto a motherboard. So the first question for us to answer is, why is this on here? Most industrial applications either don't need much GPU at all and can make do with onboard, or they need a lot, in which case they wouldn't want it soldered directly to the motherboard.
Yes.
Then the second question we want to answer is this thing any good? So let's take it for a test drive, shall we? Looking for an affordable and reliable VPN? Private internet access encrypts your internet traffic and uses a safe, protected IP. Check it out today at the link below. That may actually be a personal best for one of these videos getting derailed. I was just about to point out that instead of a 20 or a 24 pin connector from a more standard internal power supply, this motherboard actually gets all of its power from this DC plug on the edge of the board right here, when I realized, that the plug they sent me from the office isn't gonna fit in there. Now, I was able to determine from the manufacturer's website that it requires 19 volt power, so it's at least correct in that sense, and it's got enough amperage to run all the hardware that I intend to install on here, so that's all good. But unfortunately, what I didn't know was which pins were supposed to be which, and the only references that I could find to this connector didn't seem to indicate that there was an industry standard. Fortunately, we can determine which ones are supposed to be the grounds fairly easily just by grabbing a ground like the housing on a USB port and checking for which pins have very little resistance. Those are going to be our grounds. So as I suspected, it's the ones closer here. And which pins are our power? So that's going to be these two right here with the much higher resistance. But then I didn't end up having to pursue that route of like ripping the connector off of the power adapter and then jamming wires into those holes, because they actually found one that would work that we borrowed from a different system that seems to have both the same pinout and the same locking connector. So, progress. We're back at it. Let's talk about what else is unusual about this motherboard. So the form factor. is something that I have actually never seen before. This is the size, approximately, of a micro ATX motherboard, but it doesn't have the same mounting holes. It doesn't have any PCI Express expansion slots. The I/O is all over the place. So we've got a bunch of it on the back here. We've got HDMI, Gigabit Ethernet, USB 3, SATA, audio. Like, why does SATA need to be on what is apparently the rear panel of whatever device this is intended to be installed in? And then, making matters even crazier, is over on the other side of the board, we've got mostly internal connectors. USB 3, LVDS, so these are video outputs, another HDMI port, okay, and then more SATA. So wait, that's an external HDMI port, an internal SATA, and then that's internal SATA and an external HDMI port. What is the front side of whatever case this goes in? I don't know. I don't understand. And then the last thing that weirds me out is this mix of what feels like very low-end design choices, like the fact that there's no cooling on the VRMs for the GPU or for the CPU for that matter, with things that are generally considered to be high-end on gaming boards. Like, for example, this little button right here is a nice convenient little CMOS clear switch. I don't really know why I'm freaking out though, because none of this should surprise me. I mean, obviously, you never encounter something like this at the local micro center, but that doesn't mean that boards with unusual layouts or features are something that I've never encountered before. Like if you've ever hung around on a trade floor like Computex, for example, it's just full of motherboard manufacturers you've never heard of with walls covered in designs that you could never imagine any purpose for. And what likely happened, the reason that this exists, Zeal All made the ZA-SK1050- embedded motherboard, is probably because some customer at some point requested this design and they figured, well, we made it already anyway. If anyone else wants it, we might as well list it on Alibaba, and then if they buy it, we can sell these things. You probably noticed by now that this takes laptop-sized memory modules as opposed to desktop ones. That's pretty common in these types of embedded motherboards. Here's some Ripjaws 3200 CL16. I really doubt that these are gonna work, but let's go for it. Let's go for the moonshot.
Got it.
The CPU I installed is a Core i7-7700K, and in theory, it should be compatible. i3, i5, and i7, 6th and 2nd gen, it's what it lists on the website. But one thing I'm a little worried about is this seems to be one that we liquid metalled at some point, and it seems to be seeping out from under the IHS. That can cause problems. Like, what is this? Is that just like a random DRAM chip? And like, I don't even know what this chip does. I'm gonna use the 1500 watt power supply. Again, a little bit overkill. I think we're close now. If I had to guess, I'd say this HDMI is the GPU's HDMI and this one comes off the onboard video or something like that. Finding a power brick that plugs into it was only like a third of the battle though. So yes, right connector, but I also needed it to be 19 volt, which this is, and have enough power for, as you guys might have noticed, a not insignificant amount of hardware. So 7700K is like 95 watts or whatever, and then 1050 Ti is whatever that is, probably somewhere in the same neighborhood, somewhere in like 75, 85 range. So this is 19 volt, 13.1 amps, so it's about 250 watts here. K-mode exception not handled. I hate it when my K-mode exception doesn't get handled. Well, isn't that interesting? Here I thought I was just doing a quick off-camera SSD swap so I could put a fresh Windows install on this thing, and then I was still getting errors. So I tried a couple different memory modules, and I was still getting errors, just trying to install Windows. And lo and behold, remember that liquid metal that I pointed out and said, oh gee, I hope this isn't a problem? It might be a problem. That's the underside of the IHS, and you can see where it's kind of dripped down here. And here, all over the CPU package, there's liquid metal. Hopefully, cleaning it up will resolve the issue, but honestly, I have my doubts right now. Last idea, I've got a crazy hunch that Linux might behave a little bit better with this either weird or defective hardware, so I've loaded up a live bootable version of Ubuntu on that USB drive, and I'm gonna go ahead and fire this puppy up. Whoa! Whoa! NVIDIA GP107! GeForce GTX 1050 Ti. Okay, hold on a second. It's working. By the way, I never followed up on what happened with trying the other HDMI port. That's a debugging port. That is not an HDMI port, so that didn't work. Now it's working. No way. You gotta, oh no, Steam won't install on a USB? You have got to be kidding me. Can I do a hot swapperoo here? Hey, all right, we up. Basically, I tried to launch Shadow of the Tomb Raider, and the weird pre-launcher thing says your current active CPU governor is not optimized. You can still play the game, but may experience performance issues. How do I change it?
I think there was an app that I used to use.
Oh my god.
It's probably on demand. What they're probably recommending is performance, which is full throttle.
Wait, your computer's graphics card or driver is not supported by the game. What? Well, why not? I installed the NVIDIA driver, I think. Oh, this is very good news. My graphics driver definitely installed because I'm now running at 4K 60 Hz, which makes more sense for a 1050. HDMI 2.0 is working.
Yeah,
it's still
I can do that with my 1050. 4K 60 Hz. But
Doesn't like my active CPU governor, whatever. I'm gonna continue anyway. Hey, no warning about the graphics driver. Good tip. All right, I'm gonna try and give this a shot. I'm definitely not gonna try and run at 4K. App is not responding. Okay. Let's try something else. You know what I think it is? I think it's a dead graphics card. A lot of those errors that I got when I was trying to install Windows seemed to be related to hardware directly. I have now done CPU intensive things and not had any crashes in Linux. Look at that line through the screen there. I think we do have a defective graphics card in this thing. It's gone now, but that is a strong argument against a fully integrated solution like this, isn't it?
Yes.
Not only does it cost more, but if something goes wrong, you're left with no options to swap things in and out for diagnosis, and once you've confirmed that there is in fact a problem,
slower.
there is nothing you can do aside from just get a new one. 150 frames per second. That actually does sound probably about right. Is that GPU working now? Oh yeah, definitely working. All right, give me that deagle. Okay. Oh wow, no, that looks pretty good. Oh, that is pretty nice. Well, I don't know how much of that the editor's gonna use, but long story short, it's working perfectly right now with performance that about meets my expectations for this class of hardware. I'm getting 130 to 150 frames per second in CSGO at 1080 with things, I wouldn't say cranked, but definitely high. And it's running smoothly and fine. So I don't know what that was with all the Windows errors, and I don't know what that was with the instability I initially experienced with Linux. But what I can tell you is that this is 100% not worth it for people like you and me, because whether we do have a dead graphics card or whether we don't, it's clear that this solution makes troubleshooting more difficult, and even if you do determine what the problem is, replacing something impossible, and it actually costs significantly more. Now, as for why this exists in the first place, I do have some ideas. One might be a DVR, like a video surveillance system or something like that, that relies on a light amount of GPU compute in order to perform better or perform facial recognition or something like that. Another idea I had was maybe it's a control board for some kind of piece of industrial equipment or medical equipment. But with all the issues I had, I sure hope it doesn't end up in any medical equipment that requires x86 compatibility and maybe uses the GPU for real-time rendering of something it's working on. Like, I don't know, maybe it's a CNC machine and it shows a visualization of what it's doing. Or one other weird idea I had was maybe it's for like a budget game console or something. Whatever it's for, I'm sure that the manufacturer had to work closely with the integrator to ensure that they had a better experience than I did, because this certainly was anything but plug and play. Drop.com is featuring the Massdrop Sennheiser HD6XX headphones. These are one of their all-time bestsellers with over 90,000 units sold. And why not?
why not what? Oh, hey, look, it's me. That's your ship? This brown does too.
Hello, guys and gals, me Mutahar, and there's a pretty big win for 2026. Actually, it's a really good shift that's happening, a good vibe shift, if one will. Now, I saw this thing from Jeff Bezos, you know, the guy that runs Magic Work, you might be one. So, for instance, I have now, this guy is basically the CEO.
Dummy. Okay, buddy, baka. AMD, what was that? 20,000 watt microwave? Sure. Oh, I missed the karaoke. Whatever. Be Maddens the Normies. The Gooner. Okay, yeah, let's watch Gooner games.
What is this? The Gooner game argument. Gooner games. Yeah. I beat my Schmeat to Lara Croft. What about it? Her polygons turn me on.
When it comes to recent and modern discourse surrounding video games, especially newer ones, the focus is often shifted to depictions of women in games. How female characters are designed, and what has changed now when we compare them to designs from older games.
Older games? Oh, BioShock Infinite is 10 years old! Oh, when did that game came out? Like 2012? Chat.
83.
I think my bones just disintegrated, dude.
From older games. If you are at all aware of conversations like these in online spaces like Twitter or YouTube,
Wait, she has a necklace of Thunder Fury, Blessed Blade of the Windseeker. She's based as frick.
and you know that this is a conversation that gets very heated very fast.
Yeah.
I have weighed in on this topic myself several times, and this is something that I like discussing and giving my opinion on because I feel like not enough women in this space feel like they can be honest. And the reason for that is exactly what I just mentioned. The conversation gets heated very fast, all sorts of labels and mean words get thrown around. It's not really something that most people want to deal with, understandably.
I've been called an incel and a femcel for wanting to have hot characters in video games and not fat chicks. Unironically, like, I've been called by Twitter feminists and Reddit frickin' soy boys. I've been called that. Yeah, and a pick me. That's also a good one. Femcel, pick me, whatever.
Lucky for you guys, I don't really care, so I'm gonna say it anyway. One of the stupidest and most hollow arguments that you will hear when you bring up the fact that there has been a very obvious change in how women are depicted in video games is that you are wrong for criticizing it, and you just want female characters to fit into your hyper-femme fantasy of fuckability.
Yeah. Yeah. I do. Yep. I want to goon to the character. Now, jokes aside, it's not about hyper femme fantasy. It's that I don't want to look like, I don't want to be reminded of America's obesity every time I open a game. I already have to walk outside in my average town in America and I see fat women everywhere, okay? I don't want to see it, sorry. When I see a hot woman on the street, as a woman, I will look. I'm allowed to look. It's more acceptable for me to look. However, I notice those things because it's like, wow, she's attractive. When I see an attractive character in a video game, I react the same way. I'm like, damn, she's hot.
This is a real comment that I got,
gay, by the way. I'm
on
straight.
my World
Fuck
of Warcraft video where I talk about how Liadrin does not look like a blood elf, or how she doesn't really fit that.
She looks like a Elder Scrolls Online elf. Oh, well, she already said it. I'm pretty sure they hired. I'm not sure if they did, but I'm pretty sure they hired a cinematic team that did the design for Liadrin. That wasn't depicted as it was in 2008. In 2008, the elves looked very much different in the cinematic. I think this is preferable. This is what I think of when I see a blood elf in World of Warcraft. This is what I think of when I see an elf in Elder Scrolls Online.
Specific, already well-established look that we've grown accustomed to for years.
Yeah.
One thing that is said to me over and over again whenever I bring this up is that I just want to pander to gooners, and that unless video game characters look like porn stars, they're apparently not good enough for me.
I've gotten the same shit for having a hot model. People have told me that my hot character, as in my anime girl, that like my VTuber, is too attractive. And then I appealed to Gooners, and I said, and I like my character. I think she's hot. I think she's cute. Like, what's wrong with that? Why do I have to make myself ugly?
I find it so hypocritical and ironic that the people that accuse me of these sorts of things are the ones that are bringing this conversation into some very vulgar and sexual places.
True.
It is incredibly harmful to equate femininity to a term like fuckability. It's weird, and it suggests that presenting as more feminine is this thing that solely revolves around being more attractive to men, and that it cannot just be a thing where women express themselves in this way for the sake of expressing themselves in this way.
What's weird about this whole argument too is that argument can be completely dismissed because there are so many men that don't mind or even like tomboys. And tomboys are not feminine in the traditional sense. They might not wear dresses. They might wear pants over a skirt. They have preferences. They might have shorter hair. There's no like box that you can even fit a tomboy into because it's a spectrum. She might not even be insanely muscular as some people might prefer, but they're feminine in a different way. They're still a girl. You're still a woman. You just dress differently. You might even behave a little bit differently. You like different things, but that doesn't make you any less of a woman. There's also tomboys that are friends with very feminine women, and they like that because it's fun. Like, it's not about the perception of like, oh, you need to have this, this, and this, and this. Like, sorry, I'm getting so ahead of myself. You don't have to wear a dress to be automatically perceived as a woman, is what I was trying to say.
I've already said this in my Why I Only Play Old Games video, where it's starting to feel a lot like femininity and the term in itself, especially in gaming, is becoming this like inherently evil, vulgar thing. With comments like this, my point is proven. For some reason, calling for more feminine characters that aren't big, strong, muscular girl bosses or haven't had their appearance visibly toned down from their—
man, that was great.
The character here, as in the person, looks attractive. Why did they change the face and the facial structure and the eyes of the character that this person was used to model after? You can't make anything like more blatantly obvious.
Nice.
I'd be so fucking mad where they did this to her. I don't know. She's a cute, attractive woman. Why did we have to? She looks like an alien in this one. Like, what is going on?
I know, right?
I'd be offended.
Toned down from their real life model.
There's nothing wrong with her. Why did they make her look like this? They narrowed her eyes. You can actually see it. They changed her facial structure.
Models is seen as equal to asking for something really offensive and crass. Demonizing people for speaking about it is wrong. Pretending that being more drawn to conventionally attractive characters is anything but human nature is also wrong. And I do think that there are definitely things that can be unhelpful in this discussion, like that one meme that somebody made with the character from Ghost of Yotai where they added the really exaggerated chest and said, "This is made for gamers."
Hold on, pause. Even if you cut out, hold on, I'm gonna block it so that I can make an honest opinion. I'm gonna block her tits, and I think that she looks way better. It's not even about the tits. Look at the character. Like, I'm pointing with my ears right now. You block the boobs, and it doesn't make a difference. Like, yeah, the boobs are great, right? But you block them, and she still looks way better. Way better. I actually think this is an insult to Japanese women because there's a lot of attractive Japanese women out there. Just averagely attractive Japanese women. They actually made her ugly on purpose, in my opinion. Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Made for gamers. But I see that and I don't personally take this seriously. I actually think that this is more than likely satire. It's a sort of a rage bait that people seem to fall for.
No, that was rage bait.
I just know that Reddit had a field day with that one. Now, first of all, conventionally attractive does not necessarily mean
looks old, yeah.
sexy. But on the topic of sexy game characters, I did do a video about this very topic a while back. how do women really feel about them in games? So this is something that I actually talked to my mom about as well, but also just based on the comment section from that video, the thing that I've gathered is that what we really want are options. We want the option to be able to run around in a chainmail bikini or go full coverage plate armor, epic medieval knight style. You know, this is true even if you look at the sort of transmogs that girls do for their World of Warcraft characters.
The most infamous transmog that you can find on World of Warcraft is called the Mage Weave leggings. And they are literally just like a bikini and stockings, and that's it. Even 15 years ago, people were into that stuff. You would know? Yes. Absolutely. I have over 20,000 hours, I would say. No, 18,000 hours on World of Warcraft. Of course I know. I even know who this person is. Because I remember back in, like, Cataclysm, I remember looking up her, like, videos. Yeah, she makes videos on how to make cute sets and skimpy sets. Yep.
And I think that's super fair. And you know what?
And where to find them.
The original Oblivion. Remember my video on censorship in the Oblivion remaster where I showed the changes in clothing and armor?
They censored their cleavage! Oh my god! Look at that! They literally removed it! The line of her boobies!
Made to appear less feminine on the female body. The part about them making chests smaller, taking away the things from female body.
I know, right?
Not only did they make the chest smaller, they altered the design because the clothing goes down halfway and then it binds near the chest, whereas this one is completely off to the side and is on one shoulder. They changed the pose too, but I mean, that's like whatever. I'm just talking like in general, like what the fuck? Hello?
Away the things from female bodies that we literally cannot help having in favor of that more androgynous look. One comment that I got on that video was that it's good that they got rid of that stuff, especially the boob armor, because that didn't exist in real life and that doesn't make sense.
The boob armor was dumb.
Makes sense. And you know what? That's a valid conversation to sit down and have, especially if you're going for a game with more historical accuracy in terms of things like armor, and that is something that I can totally get behind. But in taking certain options away, you do just that. You take away options. You see, in the original Oblivion, not every armor set changed on female characters. The steel armor set, for example, was the exact same on both genders.
Yeah.
But if you really wanted that weird fantasy game look for female characters with the boob armor, you could have it as well. Sure, it's not practical, but none of this is real anyway, and if we start talking about practical, how about we don't mention the glass armor and how that would fare in the real world?
The glass
armor change, along with all of the obvious changes to make chests small.
What did they do here?
Alright, what are my temps?
Oh no, this is just a statue from the old one. I was about to say, I was like, there's nothing wrong with this one.
The obvious changes to make chests smaller and less apparent or covered completely.
What my argument is that if chests are bad, like, does that mean femininity is bad? Is like breastfeeding bad because you pull out your boobs and you're feeding your child? Like, what about large-chested women that are born with large chests? Like, are you just supposed to cover them up? Isn't that, like, not what feminism is about? You have the right to, like, have your boobs out if you want to.
So it's not over.
Like, we're going into, like, reverse censorship, genuinely, at this point. It's kind of weird.
Told me everything that I needed to know. It sends the message that the female body is this bad thing that we should cover
exactly.
up. We shouldn't bring any attention to it, and the only valid female characters are the ones that are fully covered and look like they could take down any man with their bare hands.
Even if Liadrin was fully covered, I don't think there's anything wrong with Liadrin. I just don't like how she looks compared to what she looked like for the last 15 years. They didn't change Lorthamar at all, Lorthamar being the character. He's the Regent Lord of Quel'Thalas. He's like the general of the entire population of the Blood Elves. They didn't really change him other than maybe age him a little bit. But also the other thing that I really had a big gripe about is their eyes. But that's not important in this instance. I could go on a massive tangent about it because I'm a huge WoW nerd, and that's not important right now. My point is that why did they make them look like different from what they used to be? Does that mean that you didn't actually like the character design? before that, from years and years ago when they first started like showing Liadrin in like cinematics or like, you know, like as like in-game model. What else with human eyes? Yeah, I know, but it's not important right now. I'm just saying.
Covered and look like they could take
you could be a powerful character and be completely covered up. Just saying.
Down any man with their bare hands.
And hot.
And look, there are times when that sort of thing can be really cool. I love a Brienne of Tarth moment. I think that she's such a cool character.
I think I've seen
no,
enough.
she wasn't
Nobody bitched about her.
Traditionally feminine.
I mean,
and
some
yes,
weirdos
she was
did, I guess.
physically way stronger
Yeah, they
than
did.
the average woman and
Totally.
masked. But there was this.
I have to see this.
Shein's reputation is well established at this point. They've made a multi-billion-dollar business out of selling clothing that looks good in a fake photo and then maybe after a wash or two, but that is ultimately designed to end up in the landfill before the next big fad reaches critical mass. What you probably didn't know is that you can buy computer parts there. I'm not saying you should. Shein's business practices are as controversial as their clothing is bad, and Shein's pricing on computer hardware makes Wish.com look good. I mean, look at this AMD 5600G CPU. $185 US? This gives Americans a taste of what it's like to be Canadian or Australian. I mean, guys, if I could have gotten away with saying we bought this and just grabbing one from the warehouse, I would have. But so much of the experience of buying from these marketplaces is the packaging and the delivery. So welcome to the all Shein setup. It's going to be dumb, but even more importantly, it's going to be filled with surprises. I have no idea what's in store for us all. I see a Soyo graphics card though. That's a name I haven't seen in a long time.
Yeah.
You know who else I haven't seen in a long time? Our sponsor, Odoo. Their all-in-one business software can help you focus on running and improving your business instead of wasting time jumping between different apps. Click the link below or watch till the end of this video to learn more. Shein famously adds up to 10,000 new items to their website every day, and that doesn't include their recent push into becoming a third-party e-commerce marketplace by selling products they don't manufacture, like this Onda B550 Plus ITX motherboard. It has features like 2.5G network card, that's pretty cool, dual M.2 slots, all English packaging, and it can be equipped with Wi-Fi. Can be. It's like a motherboard loot box. I didn't get Wi-Fi, but what I did get is compatibility for my 6-core, 12-thread 5600G processor. So I guess I'll call that good enough.
It's $140.
$140 for this?
And if you buy it from AliExpress, it would have been $86.
Yeah, that sounds more like it. Sorry, I was just noticing how crooked some of these surface mount components are. Next up, we've got this beautiful DDR4 16 gig RAM from
What?
Next up, we've got this beautiful DDR4 16 gig RAM from Don't you ever talk about Kyle's mom like that again. Oh, no! I have so many questions here. Who is Why is there a badminton player on the front of the box? That is the most anime girl RAM that I have ever seen. What is up with RAM? Every single time we do a marketplace build, we find a new RAM brand that I have never heard of before. Can you do me a favor? I don't want to be the only one who gets canceled. Can you read that out for me? All right, it's gonna be just me. Thanks, Andy. This kit is 3,200 megatransfers per second, which is just below the sweet spot for this generation of chip, but when we saw how these looked, we had to have them. How much did we pay for these?
We paid $51.
Ooh. Well, they look cool, but that is over 50% more than buying the exact same thing from AliExpress, and still more expensive than buying a better product from a more reputable brand on Amazon. So we'll have some of that stuff linked below. I'm starting to sense a bit of a pattern here. Next up, we've got our storage, and this comes from someone you might not have heard from for a while. Kodak. Okay, it's not from Kodak. The real Kodak went bankrupt, and now they mostly just lease their branding to cheap e-waste manufacturers. But this is definitely different. This 120 gig X300 has got advertised blazing speeds of 500 megabytes per second writes, 550 megabytes per second reads. Oh my, that's not blazing. Oh, wow, there's nothing on this PCB. Not only are there practically no NAND chips, I'm willing to bet money this does not have a DRAM cache. Look at this, it's just blank. Yeah, I don't even think I care about the pricing of this one. This is a strong do not recommend. DRAM-less drives can be okay these days, but that's mostly applicable to the latest drives that support host memory buffer in order to use your system memory in that role. This is not one of them. In fact, the packaging for this is an outright lie. It says that it is PCI Express, but in fact, you can see it is keyed for SATA operation, and as we saw from the maximum read and write speeds, it's SATA. It's not PCI Express at all. Oh my God, it's so flimsy that if I just go like this, it holds its shape. For our next item, we had to game the system a little. Just like Shein allegedly games the system on import taxes, am I right? When we were ordering, Shein didn't have any cases for sale, or power supplies for that matter. So we looked at their history and we found one that they had at some point that would work for us. Sounds fast. Meet the Vetru M03 MATX case. It's got a mesh front, a tempered glass side panel, and it fits up to 8 120mm fans and 2 240mm radiators. Oh, I mean, that's kind of impressive for its size.
I like the case.
For our power supply, unfortunately, we had no Shein history to draw from, so we grabbed this Sego TEP GM 750 watt fully modular power supply off of the to-be-tested, very low priority shelf over at the lab. You know, that doesn't look like the official 80 plus gold badge. You can cross-reference it, right? Do you want to go on 80 plus and see if the GM 750 watt is actually 80 plus gold certified? Everything else on here looks pretty official. They've got California warning, everything causes cancer stickers and all that good stuff. While we wait for that, let's take a look at our coolers. Is this even gonna fit in here?
For my stats.
Oh boy. Meet the Johnspo CR1000 Evo. It is
GPU,
for your real
40%
needs,
utilization.
not your fake ones.
Wi-Fi.
Which is why it has so much RGB on it.
6.5 megabytes.
I mean, realistically, it's probably fine. Johnspo has a line of really good value cases that are honestly quite well manufactured, so I'm sure this is going to be great. Just needs to fit. Oh yeah, that'll be fine. And look at that. That's a pretty flat, direct heat pipe contact base. I've got high hopes for this one. Higher hopes than I do for this thermal compound. I mean, the packaging leaves nothing to be desired. Lano thermal grease. You know what you're getting. Wait. These application instructions, though, I'm going to follow them. Get ready. Seal it after use and store in an airtight container to keep it from drying out. You're not going to reuse this grease wipe, are you? It's not like it's big or anything, you know? That's it. I think it's one-time use, is what I would say, but I promised to follow all the instructions for this one. David, check this out. This is great. This is how they tell you to apply it.
What?
You put it at the one end and then spread it over.
Why? Why not at the center and spread it both ways?
Because that's the Lano way. Any word on the power supply?
It is not on the 80 Plus website, so this is probably not true. $5 for the two things of thermal paste.
I mean, that's a good deal at least, assuming that it's anywhere near decent. What did we pay for the cooler?
$30.
That seems...
It's $23 on AliExpress. I want to shoot this before we get to the part in the script. Based on this box, Linus, Intel, AMD, NVIDIA.
NVIDIA, obviously.
You think so? Oh.
Speaking of ripping off packaging styles, Corsair? No. Made in China. Do we even have a brand for these? PAP.
Those are about $6.50 each.
The packing picture is for reference only. That's good, because it doesn't look anything like this.
Is it just me, or are those fins really uneven on the packaging?
Oh my God, they are. They're not even close. Is this hand drawn? Look how wide this gap is here, and look how narrow this one is. Yeah, I mean, there's lots of other problems here. I mean, this would seem to indicate that this is supposed to be RGB, but I don't see a header.
Oh, you'll see some lights though.
Are they one red, one green, and one blue one?
They were actually pretty nice looking. You'll have to wait and see, audience.
All right.
They weren't too bad.
I guess I should actually build this computer at some point. Kinda a fine looking build so far. Hey guys, let's go ahead and throw this little fan filter on here. Throw our front back on. Oh yeah, now it's time.
This will really break my CPU.
Wow, that's... Wait, what's it do? What? Wow, thank you! For the job. Oh, any mods! Oh, thank you!
Hubble Army.
They cool,
Hubble Army Clan. Let's play Warframe.
Wow! Unicorn!
Oh, here. I was supposed to see that. Watch this instead. Oh, did we not watch this?
Round Dust 2 situation that's been going on, which we covered yesterday. Now, obviously, a lot of you guys pointed out the fact that this wasn't entirely to do with Steam, just many people were kind of speculating it, which again, thank you for all of those comments. Yeah, it was made very clear, and I did make a comment on that. But yeah, obviously, it seems like they have been about to censor a lot of their kind of work through updates and things to adhere to some kind of change, whatever it is. I don't know if it's to do with Steam. I don't know if it's to do with a certain region, which many people are claiming to. But again, it got to the point where people were like, okay, this is very confusing. You can see here, you know, they say Round Dust 2 has been censored, but the developers aren't the real problem. It's the platforms. And they say, yeah, we chose to comply because we were concerned that a service shutdown in one region could spread to other regions or platforms, right? And again, people were pretty outraged by this because it then led to them censoring models and things, which Round Dust 2, its entire gameplay is based on, you know, creating these really risque models and really goonery type models, which people really enjoy, right? And that was the point of Round Dust 2. People enjoyed the game because it was goonery. You know, they didn't care for the gameplay. I'm going to be honest, the gameplay isn't that great, in my opinion. Obviously, some people might enjoy it, obviously. But most people, me included, came to the game for the character designs and because they made some absolutely outrageous skins and stuff which you would never see in any other gacha game. And I thought it was a really cool, and it seems like the kind of developers thought it was cool as well. And honestly, I thought it was a nice game, you know. But at the end of the day, they decided to censor them in this kind of way, and people were outraged, rightfully so, because they have been essentially duped as the game was going to revert to, you know, a little bit more of a safer stance, right? And well, it seems like that has already changed due to this. You can see here, they say, so apparently they went back on everything they said. There will be some details that I want to get, the details in a while. But goddamn, didn't expect that honestly. Round Dust 2, not EOS maybe. And yeah, obviously, as I said before, like I was like, okay, this game is going to die. This game is EOS if they do end up, you know, censoring the game and actually removing some of the outfits that made people actually come over to the game. But it seems like now that they have reverted on it, at least mostly, it seems like, you know, it could be saved now. And as I said, that is the only way that they could have saved the game, is by reverting these changes and is by actually listening to what the fans want. You know, same devs backtrack, they say update, no changes will be made to character designs, as you can see there. And here is also a kind of summary of what is going on, saying Round Dust 2 developers completely walked back every single change after massive player backlash. After mass revolt, refunds, and review bombing, BD2 developers held an emergency stream saying every change and act of censorship will not be implemented. Instead, they were offered two clients, one uncensored and a censored one as region/rules demand. No more censored outfits, no more minigames, no more removed minigames, no altered characters, nothing gets touched globally. There will also be restrictions in countries that force them by law. Everyone else keeps the full uncensored version forever. The game is safe. players 1 this time. And yeah, they've essentially gone for a similar approach to what Snowbreak did a while ago, except they made it a little bit more sneaky, where you could actually uncensor the characters in the game files, because they did end up getting censored as well. But yeah, it's kind of similar in the sense that, yeah, you will have 2 versions of the game, and obviously the censored one will just go to the regions that, you know, are going to enforce this, and were going to be the ones that were going to shut down the game if they didn't comply. And then the uncensored one can go to all of the people that obviously do want to play that, and obviously don't have any restrictions in terms of what they can play, which I think is great. You know, the players won, as they say at the end. They say the game is safe, the players won, which is really, really great to see. And I'm glad to see that the developers have listened to the players, because, you know, I think this could have been the outcome all of the time. I feel like, you know, a lot of people would have been pretty understanding of the, you know, uncensored and censored clients if they were to release that to begin with, right? But it seems like, you know, they tried to make it fit with everything and whatever, and it ended up not working very well, to the point where they've been getting review bombed and all of that kind of stuff, rightfully so. But well, I say rightfully so. I don't think review bombing is the best idea, because obviously it's reviews, but I feel like, you know, people taking money, quitting the game, whatever, I think that is totally acceptable, because again, you know, they don't want to play the game anymore. But if the game is going to be bad, right, they don't want the game to be you know, taken away from them. They don't want any of the aspects to be changed. And I do find it quite funny, because obviously one of the things that they mention is the fact that there is no removed mini games, right? And they talk about one mini game which was very popular, which I forgot exactly what the name was of it. I think they mentioned it in here. Yeah, it's the mention of the slap slap pop mini game, right? And apparently the reason why they said they got rid of this was because they said it was objectifying to women. And I do find it interesting, because they did remove it. They removed it and then they unremoved it. So obviously the devs don't think it's objectifying to women, or they don't care even. Actually, well, to be fair, they probably more so don't care rather than don't think it is. I think it isn't the devs that decided that. I think it obviously was the fact of the rules or whatever that they needed to stick to in terms of whatever region that they wanted to kind of comply by. And yeah, I think it is pretty crazy, right? Because they've just brought it back, even though they just said it was objectifying to women, which I think, you know, I don't care. You know, honestly, at the end of the day, I think, you know, it's great that they have removed the kind of censorship, and they've kind of brought everything back, or they're going to at least. I think that is great, and I think that is a real positive for the game, because honestly, I might go back and try it now. You know, once they get everything sorted out and they have the uncensored client out, I'll go and give it a go, because again, they have earned at least my respect in terms of listening to the players and yeah, saving their game essentially, because that is essentially what a good company does. They listen to their players, and they don't make stupid decisions like this, or not even they don't make stupid decisions like this. They correct stupid decisions like this, and that is exactly what we've seen today. So again, at the end of the day, I do think it is a really, really big win for Brown Dust 2. It seems like all of these skins, including this change and whatever, are not going to be made, and they've literally just undone a lot of this work. Now, obviously, there's going to be a lot of wasted labor and things, you know, because, you know, there's been artists and whatever that have worked on these models, these new models, the censored ones, which obviously, you know, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. I think honestly, if the game could be better, and I'm sure even the artists want to be creating you know, more of the uncensored art over the other art, you know, I feel like they probably would be happier about it, even if they did have to waste a little bit of work on it anyways. So again, I do think this is a big win for Brown Dust, and as I said, with the artists, they do really
cutscene. What? Oh, interaction time. No way, yes. I'm awake. Nice. That's a new outfit. Really? No way. For real? Amazing. remind me. Can I just play that again? It's taking so long to load. Yes, collection. Morning kiss. Okay, 2 more. Yes, 5 items. Okay.
指揮官様は
Yes.
こういうおもてなしを期待してたの？
Yes. POV. Nice. Alternate POV. Let's see. Okay, install our daily missions. Guess we could just
指揮官様は
go play
こういうおもてなしを
PK now.
期待してたの？
kind of hone in, you know, they make a lot of really cool animations and stuff for their characters in terms of like the kind of burst animations or whatever you call it. They look really, really cool, and you can tell they put a lot of effort and passion into it. So I feel like this is going to be a huge win for a lot of the devs too, because I'm sure that the devs don't even really want to do this, right? They're doing it because they want the game to survive. They want the game to obviously not be taken down in these certain regions. But I think now, obviously, this is the most appropriate response to it. I think the first response just was not very good. And it is good just to see that they have kind of gone back on it. And obviously, yeah, there's many players as well saying victory for the players. Just highlights how fragile modern game devs are under mob pressure. Creativity and global standards now bow to outrage mobs. Winning feels good, but it's a terrifying precedent for artistic freedom. Obviously, yeah, I don't know. People say this is an off-the-hip reaction that lacks context. Dev/creative team is being forced by investors to apply censorship across markets to streamline resources. Player base hits the bottom line directly and immediately by refunding and nuking their accounts. The artistic freedom would be to not censor stuff. Which, yeah, I think that's incredibly odd. I don't know why they say like, oh, it's such a terrifying precedent for artistic freedom. I think artistic freedom is not being able to do things because a certain region tells them not to, right? I think it is crazy, you know? They're saying, well, this won't be coming to Steam, which again, I don't think it was anyways. That they bend the knee once, they'll bend the knee again. Yes. It's all about money, don't be fooled. And obviously a lot of people are still skeptical about exactly what's going on. Obviously it's a great change now, but maybe further down the line we could see, you know, some other issues going on. But I think that is a kind of, I guess, you know, something to look at in the future, right? I think it is something to look at, you know, to see whether this company does end up making any more bad changes, or if they continue to listen to their players and, you know, kind of avoid another situation like this again. But
what I want to see that.
I'm looking for a girl. This was like the E-boy before the E-boy. Wait, is that for a girl?
I'm a girl.
Why does he laugh like Woody from Toy Story?
Hey, we all!
Wait! Is that my favorite deputy? He is? Oh my god! Oh, wait, did it disconnect? He's on the handicapped because of these That's gotta hurt his guts. Damn legs. Okay. Alright, well, okay.
Wow.
Where is Mike Wazowski going? Okay.
Go have fun. Go have fun. Hey, so which one is yours? Oh, I'm still choosing.
Okay.
Go
Kill cops on another level. Wait, hit the drift.
That's not real. That's not. There's no way. Nah, that's gotta be fake. That's gotta be fake.
What's up, baby? Nice.
What else?
Hi, baby.
Goddess of Victory, Nikke.
Yeah, let's do the event. See if we can get Snow White. Oh yes, the last tickets. Okay, we're gonna do a 10 build or a 10 recruit. Yep, final login bonus, which we claimed. Which means we can do a build. A recruit, a 10 recruit.
Initiating engagement sequence.
Funny. Handle it.
Initiating engagement sequence. Reload.
What was that? I win.
I may look like a bunny, but I'll take on anyone, anytime, anywhere. Let's have some fun.
Wow, nice. Yes, you are. Totally.
Come on, guys. Bring those crowns upside down.
Performing reload sequence.
You work sometimes for no one.
Fire in the hole!
This way, girl. That'll be right back in you.
Rearranging.
Killing me.
I'll do it.
I'll draw them in this direction.
Focus fire. That's such a great time together.
Battle complete.
No bonus. Dude, all he's doing is
Engaging the enemy.
so mad.
Back in you. You work sometimes for no one.
Fire in the hole!
shield.
I'll draw them in this direction. Fire in the hole! Cover. This battle's finished. Moving on.
Okay. One more. Chill. Not right now, anyways.
Did you see that? If not, then just ignore me.
See, I need one.
Proceed as planned. Some fight in me. I'll draw them in this direction. Fire in the hole! Rearranging.
Winner.
Battle complete. I loaded you up with as many weapons as you requested.
What does that mean?
Since you were so dead set on keeping the loadout you've been using, I consolidated and did some reorg.
It still feels light.
This setup is nearly 3 times. The individual units may be light, but their total weight is greater than before. It means I loaded you up with as many weapons.
And yet...
You can't carry all that weight, so I've added load-bearing auxiliary. They're doing the heavy lifting for you.
I see.
Yes. Thank you.
Are they combat ready?
Of course.
Then there's somewhere I must...
Where?
The Ark entrance. Or...
Why?
There's something I wish to see.
Won't it be dangerous?
Not at all.
All right.
Will do.
Snow White, no!
It's still here. It's... different. Cecil.
Thank you for reaching out. What can I do for you, Snow White?
Is Eden's technology capable of cultivating flowers?
It's possible, however, I wouldn't recommend it. Flowers do live.
I don't intend to eat them.
I see.
Can you
restore a flower to it? That might be tough. Its shape has adapted to blend in with its environment, so there's no way to, depending on the specific mutation. It might have.
I see.
Did you find what you were looking?
I'm heading back.
The counters are arriving.
I guess there's no reason to come back.
Off-white? Wow. Amazing.
Battle complete.
Okay, finished it. Now we can pull for Snow White. Who knows, maybe we'll get another Raffy Red card. Okay. Ooh. There we go. Big luck. Small luck. Medium luck. Oh, no big luck. You get to it. No!
Soldier FA, awaiting your order.
Wow.
Right.
Happy.
Your orders, please. Soldier FA, await armament check. I'll be done.
Sag. I'm shocked.
Are you looking for something? Let me help you.
Good subs too. Spirit bodies, check left, one of those four. FA. I don't think Fate's gonna come back though. Fully, I do not want to get fully. Oh, you gotta choose it. Okay.
Welcome to the Raise and Rebuild Workshop. Come again if you need anything.
Nah, good. Wow, okay.
Please. Ouch. Okay, so we just lost 30 pulls. Which means the next one we should get a guaranteed SSR. We'll see that in the next banner. We pulled a lot of banners already. Dispatching now.
Too far away to.
Get to the target. Time to battle.
Let me see. What does it say? Study 11-3 dispatch lesson. No, 15 stage completed. Okay. 15. Now I'm on 15-1.
Are you seriously asking if I'm okay in these high heels? What do you take me for? Ooh! Repeat after me! Firepower! Repeat after me! Firepower! Let's play together!
Are these my good life goals? Let me switch her out. You seem pretty good. Oh, Blanc. Yeah, no. What? Blanc.
Is it a bet? Do you seriously want me to go out like this? Off to find some polar bears. Roger. Joining the mission.
Dishwasher? I mean, a woman?
Yes.
No, I mean your house.
No, I don't think I will.
Wait a second, you're getting really gone.
Nice.
Chat, Chat, is she a bottom? Like, I know people joke about that for VTubers, but like, I'm starting to wonder if it's real. When you find a cup, wait, trying to find a cup when you have kids. Wait, and it doesn't in the lower section? Because like, that's where the kids put the cup?
Connection complete!
They're gonna be on their desks! Oh, it's gonna be on the desk! The gamer desk! Yes!
Nice.
What? Where's he gonna go?
BFG! It's huge, it's cool, and it's done! I feel like we're gonna hit the jackpot with these guys.
Game of cups.
Should we go?
You could sit on that. Holy frick, the collector is in. Holy frick. Chat.
Proceeding to target.
Let's be honest. Azul desk. Chat.
Fillian's friends when they see her
All
death.
right, desk right now.
But I'll take on anyone, anytime, anywhere.
Yeah.
I got a cup.
Proceeding to target.
Gatorade. I got Gamer Subs cup. I got baby oil.
Just wipe that memory you have of me
I
tripping.
got cinnamon.
As long as we're together.
Mr. Predicto.
Let's go this instant!
And I got smelling salts. That is my collection currently. Thank you. Oh god, you hear that? Come on. I need that sock. That sounds so weird out of context. That's not what I mean. Alright. Where were we?
Yo, bro, what time are we leaving tomorrow?
Oh, probably at like 6 or 7.
Is she there?
Get some help.
Are you asking me to be your companion?
This place.
Your brain got a fire though. I rate her 6-7.
Phantom taxing that W Riz though. I'd be edging a Giax all day.
I'd be edging the Giax all day.
What? No, you're capping, bro. Don't even goon. This place plus 1,000 aura go.
Do you goon plus 1,000 aura?
Only Sigma's new here.
Only Sigma's view here. Chat, like, be honest, I'm not that brain rotten.
Flex on him. Yo, there are maybe he's here. What are you beta maxing baby grown?
I still say sheesh, but I don't know about with the flex on him. Like, brother.
From Ohio?
Facts. No printer, bro.
English or Spanish? What does that mean?
You just effing lose, chat. You can't fight a Gen Alpha. Wait, isn't that the generation underneath Alpha? What is it called? Like Generation iPad? Generation Beta? Well. Is it good? Twitch when a VTuber shows hips.
I know some people are like kind of adverse to like, you know, being called certain things, like being called mommy. I know some people are really adverse to that.
Don't say that. You can't say that's okay on stream. That is freaky. Nags, talk about it.
Could call me whatever, just don't call me late for dinner. Don't call me uncle. Making a little lighthearted joke. You.
Chad, call me something.
Don't call me Unc. Daddy, and Gramps are off the table. Grandpa's also off the table. Pops is also.
Wow, what was the girl? You can call me anything. Furry, that's fine. Kitten, whatever. Egghead, yeah, that's right. Nags, he's so Italian. Yeah, Unc. Yeah, that's fine. I'm an Unc. Gooner, okay, you're pushing it. Kitten, yeah, that's fine. Flatbread.
As long as you have me,
boy.
you'll never lose this round.
Okay, Auntie, alright.
That's what you love me.
Poppy is up. You know what?
What, man?
Fuck all you.
Fine by me. My darling mom.
What is going on?
Harder than I thought.
Thank you, mom. Okay.
Time for no
Also, God, I don't know what's worse than that.
Okay, step bro.
That's what. That's got two. Oh, shut the up, guys.
That was crazy. I don't know about that one, chat. Wait, okay, we're good, right? 1 and 2, we're good, right? Stepsis? Okay, you're blocked. If you call me Stepsis, you're blocked. For no particular reason. I'm gonna use my left foot because my right foot's actually injured right now, okay? Chat, which toe do we aim for?
As long as we're
Big toe,
together.
little toe, middle
I
toe.
will never fall.
Ring toe. Oh, wall. Big toe. Pinky toe. Big toe. Alright, big toe. Alright. I'm gonna kick it like an angle. You see what I'm saying, chat? Look how good I am at this. Stop a little. Here you go. 3, 2, 1, hit!
Another hole in the wall, let's go.
Ow! I missed my toe. I just hit the side of my foot. It's enough. I'm gonna call it a day there. Do it again? You guys are sadistic freaks.
Hey man, sorry. How many more sets you have left? 11. Each. Shh. They don't know this hack. I have a gun.
I thought he was gonna say I have a water bottle. That's not how I expect this to go. Yo, he skipped the dialogue and went straight to the cutscene. Yo, what is this?
I gotta fix this. It's broken. Fix.
Okay, step flatbread.
And then when they see VTubers. I mean, to be fair, that chick walked in front of her MC Hammer. So it's not her fault I was moaning at her. Like, that's not her fault. Bro, I know
Our adventure starts now.
It's huge. It's cool.
Help me find a shortcut, if at all possible.
When you eat popcorn,
Are you seriously asking if I'm
make it
okay
all
in these high
time.
heels?
Rest in peace, little dude. Snake!
Proceeding to target.
It's not funny. It is funny because you didn't die. If you almost died but you didn't die, it's funny. If you did die, then it's not funny. But if you lived, it's funny.
Encounter.
As long as we're together,
I
will never fall.
You know, there's like a limit to how it is.
Help me find a shortcut. Let's
Well,
start
actually,
the
it could be
dungeon
funny.
crawl.
What if you farted or something?
Commander.
Are you serious? BFG, locked and loaded.
Yay.
Got my pickaxe
Commander,
swinging from
9 o'clock.
side to side, side to side.
Pepino.
Pepino. Oh, AT! Austria.
Not AT. What? AT.
Austria.
Austria?
Yes.
Okay, but we're in Austria.
We're in Austria. Just click the capital.
Mama's bussy.
Wait, let me look. Let me cook chat. Let me cook. Double curry pork burger. Neo. Cats. Hey, I'm playing GeoGuessr. Let me cook. Okay, whatever. Fine. Frick this. Whatever. Chat, yeah, that was Romania or Austria. That's what I meant to say. Wait, what's the capital of Austria, chat? Like ding a ding dong? Oh, yeah. Canberra.
I got this.
Oh.
This restricted outfit isn't a problem at all. The outfit isn't ruined, is it? Ow, my feet hurt.
It's turned into the basketball demon. This is Halloween. This is Halloween. That got me so hard. Alright, 3, 2, 1. He became the basketball demon.
Here's through.
Let me recharge my mind.
Target clear.
Nope. I don't know if to put that on there. You got it. Filipino boy. I'm not. Okay, listen. You guys always joke.
Fighting in this outfit is actually kind of fun.
Filipino bean boy. It's not true. Be honest, chat. How do I even say it? Do I just say? Chat! The allegations are true, legally binding, legally speaking, and by all known laws of aviation. I am Filipino. Boy. Cats out the back.
Help me find a shortcut.
Cats out the back.
No.
I did not have
It's
sex
not
with that
cool.
woman.
Commander,
Just kidding. I did.
Our adventure starts now.
3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Encounter. Commander, our adventure. Help me find a
I forgot I had a whole monster. Minecraft.
Alright, I need some diamonds, so I'm gonna get
adventure
fortune,
starts
and
now.
we should be going down here. Where's 15?
Are you seriously asking if I'm okay in these game on?
Bro. Why am I hungry?
Proceeding to target.
BFG? Why am I hungry? What kind of sentence is that? You ever get chased
Commander,
around by Freddy
I feel like we're gonna hit the jackpot with these guys.
I'm finally got some action. Is
Are
this
you
like the
seriously
Indian
asking if I'm okay in these
machine?
high heels?
What do you take me
feel like we're...
Let's start the dungeon crawl.
As long as we're together.
Help me find it.
Here we go. 15-15.
When he cures geography tests, so he just slimes all of us. Wait a second. Yo, guys, you know what's crazy? I saw someone post one time. Think about this, chat. If you're gonna get surgery, get surgery now. Because the doctor's growing up and curling speed on all of his hands like that CCC. You're gonna want to get surgery today? Rather than in 10 years. Oh, whether or not you die. Get surgery today.
Ow, my feet hurt. This thing is tighter than I thought.
What is this? Watch it put permission. She is pregnant? Uh-oh. What the frick is this? What is this?
Fighting in this outfit is actually kind of fun.
What is this? What video are we watching? Just type the title, I guess. Scooton, you, Sue. I'm seeing a lot of scooters. Sue? That's my friend. There's nothing under? Banana serving.
Yeah, it's part of the stream, okay? It is part of the stream now. Alert. Uh-oh.
Safety shorts check.
Well, that's an interesting frame.
Are the fries secure today?
Bugs in our eyes, 10,000 in my eyes. You're always in my heart. You're always in my heart. You're always in my heart. 3, 2, 1, go!
that. Aha! Is that me? That was me. Yeah, you might be. It might be you. Big slanders? Not really. Ah, yes, community spreadsheet.
What is up, YouTube? Welcome back.
Yes?
Nya nya nya.
Oh my god!
Alright, guys, please don't like run away, okay? But as you can tell, ladies and gents, it is time. Oh, that day has finally.
Tell me something. What made you suddenly decide to?
You can probably tell from my sick Neko shirts. Just look at it in all its gloriousness. Lots of you have tweeted about it to me on Twitter, and I was like, you are my brother and my sister. People have supported this Neko Para freaking OVA to be like no one's business. Look at that crazy amount of freaking money. We got the full 60 minutes of Neko. 60 minutes of bare Nekos. They even added stretch goals of freaking making a mini visual novel about Lolly Chocolate Vanilla. And then they even said they'll even make a freaking animation of it. But today, boys, today we're going. The preview to the OVA has dropped. Now I actually have not even seen it yet, so I'm honestly extremely excited, okay? What you're gonna see,
to beat the story.
It's not gonna be pretty. I mean, like the last two here, okay? I even admitted I have a freaking Neko problem, or I do have one. I mean, if it's not obvious from the freaking shirt already. Don't worry, guys. You're just about to see a grown-ass man freak out over anime Nekos. It's gonna be great. I will give a little bit of backstory here, though. I was actually supposed to react to this with the entire Sekai Project staff. However, the Japan things got mixed up, and they just released it without saying. So we're just gonna do it right here, right now. The boy Raymond here sent me the high-quality version of Nekos just for me, the one that hasn't been messed up by YouTube. But unfortunately, I have to upload this to YouTube for you to see it too, so that's a bit of a problem. Regardless, I am going to be exposed to 100% pure Nekos. Many people will not have survived this. In fact, this would probably be me. So don't worry, I will be your shield. Very willingly. Anyway, let's stop dicking around. Let's get to it. But remember, Monocle's first here, this is going to be so freaking classy. Oh, the highest class. So classy that it will require my tentacle mustache this time. Do not worry, I am fully prepared. Are you ready, kids? I can't hear. No, I'm not gonna actually do the SpongeBob. Anyway, let's just get to it here. I want to see this. Oh, it's so cute. Oh, it's right there. It's animated. Not the ears. Oh. Anyway. Oh, you can see them. They're getting closer. Open. Come into my arms. Yes. Oh, they're just jumping. Oh, it's so cute. Look at those. Oh, Cat, he's got a face. He's got a face. Oh, God.
You name it.
Oh, look at him. Look at the abandoned little Nekos in a box. That's so fucked up. Oh, it's so cute, though. Oh, they take him back. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Where can I fit mine up? Who would abandon them? I would destroy them and also thank them at the same time.
Anyways.
Those cakes look good, though. Very tasty. Oh no, not the strawberry. That is the bounciest. How the fuck do strawberries bounce like that? That is not even possible.
New girl.
Oh,
That's the new girl.
cinnamon. No, 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 back this. Oh, no, the Neckos. Oh, look at that, so cute. Oh, they're actually animated on those mini CGs too. Woo, 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 woo. Oh, this is amazing. I love it. Very catchy music too. Yes, yes, show them all. Oh, it's the ending CG too. Oh, damn.
Are you sure about that?
They didn't actually show
just
anything. It's
went
actually
off
movies, though. Oh. Oh. Delicious. It's surprisingly like the fan service I thought it was gonna have, you know, because I thought it was. But no, it completely swerved the boobies, and instead it brought on freaking kawaii shit, which I'm not really that opposed to. It felt like I was smacked multiple times the sugar, and it feels so good. But some of the most amazing things I have to say is you can actually see Cashew's face, little cashews. You can see it. It's not blank. I thought for sure they were gonna go total blank mode on it and just self-insert yourself. That'd be hilarious. Because Nickel Fire was always about that self-inserting, you know what I'm saying? Another thing amazed me was not the jiggle physics, no. No, the jiggle physics are usually top quality in Echo Park, just top quality. But it was the strawberry physics. It's like it's made of freaking super rubber or flubber. I don't fucking know. It's out of a Robin Williams movie. That thing bounced so freaking high on like the third one. How is that even possible? Echo physics. I mean, if the Neckos bounce more than Poops, if I remember that, they were all just kind of bouncing. Very adorable. Regardless, and I obviously cannot wait to see that full 60 minutes now. Oh baby, the high definition. So if you want to watch the trailer yourself, there's a link below in the description. Go ahead and hit up that Nickel Fire stuff there. Give him a good booty slap. It's good. And if you still appreciate me, I didn't freak out as much as I thought I would, or maybe I did. We'll find out in it. Maybe it's not good. I would appreciate that. So until then, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you again.
Roger. Joining the mission. Roger. Joining the mission.
Let's do it. Oh no, my game crashed. So memory say, yeah, look, I ran out of memory. What's up?
they've hit a new low. That being the trolls harassing Sakura Miko of Hololive Japan. One of, if not the biggest VTuber of 2025 in hours watched, making her also the biggest female streamer of 2025. Recently under fire in Japan. Many on social media demanding an apology from Miko, as during one stream, she shared some information that she had heard from paywalled horse racing content, saying this is equal to theft, and again reiterating why has she not said sorry yet. Miko the day after, on the 8th, canceling her stream, and now sending out this announcement. Helpfully also provided in English by Miko herself, reading, I will be taking a break for about a week starting today. I will let you know again when I return. I will get myself in shape and come back full of energy. I hope you will wait patiently for me. Your voices have saved me. I love you guys. See you again with a smile. It's all being posted alongside this artwork. And numerous fans of Miko very quick to point out that in December she had stated she was looking forward to a break, that she had taken a break around this time last year, meaning the chances of all this being pre-planned are very high. Miko's still in the spotlight and getting attention from Japanese news, bringing out even more demanding apologies from her. These tweets hitting tens of thousands of likes and hundreds of thousands of views, saying such things as, do you expect to leave for a week and come back as if nothing happened? Others, while not getting as much attention, thankfully still trying to take the temperature down in the room. Remarking of Miko that she did give an explanation that the two companies involved are likely talking to each other behind the scenes, but while there may be penalties, if the companies can come to an agreement, then isn't that fine? Why are people still criticizing Miko? This account also wisely saying, that's right, Mikuchi herself, her listeners, and all her haters should take this time to cool their heads. As here we have this hater remarking, it's funny to see you using an illustration of someone that would be graduating. Please stop, LOL. This particular quote retweet going hyper viral with 83,000 likes and 10.5 million views. However, given some scrutiny, is looking very synthetic. A number of the replies simply being emojis or totally unrelated images. Numerous accounts out of India and Nigeria making comments that don't normally make Japanese comments or have had no interest in VTubers before. It also being noticed by fans that a lot of the Hololive Japan streams have had a lot of Chinese bots invading. VV of Hololive Japan last week shutting down her chat to such a length that only other Hololive members could actually comment. However, here we have it, the new low. This tweet inching up to 1 million views, saying Sakura Miko's debut date was supposed to be on August 1st of 2020. As also out of Japan, we have Kizuna Ai. It was rumored, and now it's official, the mother of all VTubers is coming to Fortnite. As here we have her bundle and jam track. Kizuna Ai making 2 posts about this, giving us this stream announcement to celebrate the Fortnite Cross Kizuna Ai collaboration. I'll be streaming Fortnite live on Saturday, January 24th. It's been a while since I played Fortnite. Stay tuned. The well-known HypeX account giving us the full Fortnite emote for Kizuna Ai, complete with the telltale long arms and legs alongside Yowie hands that we all expect from Fortnite. In addition, we also have Lego skins for this VTuber, alongside bat blings, which include these wings, Chibi Ai-chan, a microphone with stand, and guitar. All the bat blings are music reactive with the option to disable the reactivity. Well, further, we have this announcement from the Fortnite Festival account, remarking for Kizuna Ai, her outfits, cosmetic, and jam tracks are dropping on January 16th. Fortnite players noticing all the replies forgot the OG VTuber. Once again, as illustrated from our Friday episode, a number of Fortnite players not informed as to who Kizuna Ai is, not including what she is, being a VTuber and not AI. One Japanese account remarking, Fortnite announces the release of a new Kizuna Ai item, causing anti-AI enthusiasts to become enraged. This Japanese reply also remarking, what's a little annoying is that normally, if you have questions about content you're not familiar with, you would look it up, but people seem to lack internet literacy and are criticizing it without doing any research. And we even have someone trying to gatekeep Fortnite. Yes, that's right. Trying to gatekeep Fortnite, of all things. The most mainstream of mainstream platforms. This account remarking, at this point, we should expect streamers who don't play Fortnite, to be honest. It being pointed out that Kizuna Ai herself had been playing Fortnite all the way back from Chapter 1, Season 3. The same account moving the goalposts, saying, just see. Once again, that's just see. Because someone played Fortnite does not mean they play present tense the game. Well, good news. Once again, she will be playing this game on January 24th, bringing bringing two of the goats together in one package. Another Fortnite player saying of the Fortnite community, Kizuna I and Fortnite is just another one of those times where it shows how stupid and annoying this Fortnite community actually is. They blindly hate on something they don't understand instead of doing research on it and say it's S no matter what. Every single new collab bro. One reply saying, everyone has severe main character syndrome, and if they don't know the collab, it's quote-unquote mid. This as we went higher and higher with an AI, that being Neurosama, self-described as an AI VTuber, and seen here among friends in VR chat. This all occurring during the recent Neurosama subathon on twitch.tv. Neuro hitting a brand new record on Bilibili, now racking up 1 million followers on the platform. This as the subathon has come to a conclusion just after 3 weeks, 22 days in, and as seen here on Twitch Tracker, the Vettel channel leapfrogging over both Iron Mouse and Jason the Ween to give us an all-time peak active subscription number of 334,311, bringing Neurosama to 3rd place all-time for peak active subscriptions on twitch.tv. A monumental push here from the Swarm. This bringing us over to live stream fail with this headline, XQC. Upon seeing the title, Vettel surpasses Iron Mouse and Jason the Ween to become the 3rd most sub channel of all time. XQC in turn questioning why anime/VTuber culture is centered around child themes. As here now we have the clip from XQC. Nah, I'm just kidding. We're not going to play that idiot. Whoever cared about what he said? Many people quick to point out this guy played Galgun 2 and made a special effort to go ahead and zoom in on some of those flat chests. Let's instead look forward here to Evil Neuro's outfit contest. That's right, a brand new outfit on the way for Neurosama's sister Evil. The deadline for that being February 1st and no AI generated artwork being accepted. Beyond here with my entry for the hashtag Evil Outfit 2026 added a little philosophy. Alongside we have the account 1064 simply posting up this artwork to that hashtag. All the while we also have Tanya Abner saying, meet the adorable tyrant. Yes, for sure, if this one is chosen, there will be no controversy at all. None at all. So once again, a big start here for the year of 2026 for Neurosama. All the while is 2026 the year of 3D VTubers. The webcam motion capture account saying that they have the easiest to use VTuber app, releasing a brand new version and saying with this, it enables perfect sync and hand tracking in a single iOS app. Well, turning a lot of heads this weekend was Saraway. This VTuber recently joining the Beyond the Veil webcomic, also starring yours truly. You can check it out with the link below. Well, also this weekend releasing New Order, an original soundtrack, 38 minutes of original music to use and enjoy, free to content creators and permission required for commercial use. But if we're talking about going viral, here we have this tweet nearly hitting 10 million views from Zincro, a Clipper account giving us a look at Saraway's chair tracking.
Hello there. Yeah, I'm just fooling around. You want me to spin? Whee!
Alongside, we have this no touching clip.
Let me just fix my hair. Incredible, you say? So there's nothing happening. I'm just...
Reacting to this reveal was Lena Lazar saying of Saraway, she's perfect. Alongside, I am so freaking proud of her. In my opinion, best 3D VTuber out there right now. This entire setup, the model, the environment, the tracking, insane. 3D VTuber Demi also reacting with, this is making me tweak out and want to spend $50,000 on tracking. It being potentially surmised through a Warudo tweet that has since been deleted. This was a combination of Warudo and Vicon. This motion capture system able to track 1 to multiple individuals with different systems of differing prices. One of their clients being Hololive using the VK26 system, which at the time was selling individual cameras at tens of thousands of dollars a piece. The Russian Badger saying optical mocap using cameras is so precise it can be sub-millimeter accurate. The only con is you always have to be in view of the cameras with a limited range or crazy dollars for a big capture zone. Code Miko taking this opportunity to also show off how she does tracking for her spinny chair, just like Saraway. And who also took some of their tracking to the next level recently was Koseki Biju of Hololive English, initially sending out this tweet for a 3D up-a-date. Yes, once again, that reads up-a-date. It's being pointed out by Mori Calliope, and Bibu simply offering up a photo of her cat in return. This all the while, Hash Edits is here saying, I'm beyond stoked to have had the privilege of reworking the face tracking on Koseki Biju from Hololive English. Can't wait for Pebbles to see more varied expressions on stream. Also made a little showcase mixing my add-on showcase style and Bibu's rock-in music video. Once again, this face tracking also being made available in VR chat, all while Bibu would give us this important message with the brand new tracking.
6, 7, 6, 7.
And then days later, Bibu gave us a brand new look. Cheese Costello here saying, I can finally say it. Thank you, Bibu, for giving me a job and opportunity in this. It was very fun, and I'm more than happy to work with you. Hashtag sleep well, Bibu. We also have this movie for her rigging demo. Otsuku saying, I'm in charge of the new outfit rig for Koseki Biju, Super Kawaii Pajama Bibu. Bibu taking time to tweet out the new look and saying, we're not sleeping, we're gaming. Her good friend Kyla Kowalskia and Hololive Indonesia remarking, Biju got a new sleepwear when she's too busy gaming to sleep. Very funny indeed. This Hololive Indonesia talent, away on break for health reasons, being brought back in very quickly for a cross-promotion Hololive Dream stream where her manager actually ended up stopping the stream to make sure Kyla would go ahead and actually rest. This also recently happening to Bibu, where her manager went ahead and stopped the stream to make sure the VOD wouldn't disappear, as on YouTube, if VODs go past 11 hours and 55 minutes, the VOD simply disappears. Koseki Biju teaming up with a number of artists, including SK Jinx, for this reveal. All the while, fan artists like Dr. Pigeon would join with this I Threw Up artwork, and King Biscuit also joined in on hashtag SleepWellBibu. There now being more and more cosplay variety if you are so interested in becoming Bibu, as now on order is this new pajama nightwear. And with the pajama outfit, we had a brand new merch drop, complete with blanket, googly pebble eye mask, the exact shirt that she's actually wearing, the quote, "Don't talk to me, I'm sad" t-shirt, alongside Sleepy Pebble slippers, a voice pack, and postcard. As also part of Hollow Advent, we have Shiori Novella. Hololive English, a full month ahead of time, 4 weeks ahead, announcing that Shiori herself will also have a brand new outfit, that being on February 7th in Japan and February 6th here in the West. Shiori sharing that silhouette in this movie and letting us know the new outfit is on its way with hashtag Sleepy Shio. And, yes, since the dates here are the 6th and 7th, we do have 6-7, Shiori giving us a little ROFL on top of those dates here in this movie preview. Noticing all this, Yaokin saying it's like anime villains are lazy potatoes at home. One of those potats being Ninamai Inanis. This Hololive English member sharing these illustrations, that being from her most recent music video, Taco Takeover, now inching up to 650,000 views. Green Tea giving us this insight. I just realized that Ina's new music video ear design has meaning. The inspiration likely comes from a parasite that infects snails' eyes, moving and changing like blinking lights. Further, we have the fan account Artie, originally tweeting, with the release of Ina's 4th original song, I'm now led to theorize that within the context of the Ninamai cinematic universe, Taco Takeover is an alternative ending. Later following up with Ina just confirmed Taco Takeover is an ending, and that the ideal ending is already out, and that Taco Takeover is not a good ending. Then all the while, we also have the villain to potato VTuber Heikos Bells recently talking on stream about the graduated talent Nanashi Mume. And who is now back to Hololive English is Raura Panthera, still taking it easy for some streams and keeping them muted, all the while being the first Justice member to hit 600,000 subscribers. Raura here saying it's so insane, so grateful for every single one of you. Grazie. Raura also promising a sister voice reveal at 900,000 subscribers, being joined on stream here by her sister and giving us the smallest, and we mean smallest preview. Some viewers saying that she sounds exactly like Raura, but others hearing Ina. And speaking of Advent and Justice, here we have Advent versus Justice. This collab being held at the Animate in Bangkok, running from January 17th to February 8th, complete with exclusive merchandise alongside special giveaways. Lastly today, we have Goddess Victory Nikke, the TVS community having a union in both the global and North American servers. We now have a few open slots if you'd like to join. Global Union ID being 47747. Again, that's 47747. The North American Union being 29661. Again, that's 29661. Join now, Commanders. I was also getting attention this weekend was the developer of Nikke and Stellar Blade, Shift Up. Pictures of their swank office hitting social media, with Takanashi Kiara responding, saying, "Quitting my job to work here, BRB." The next day, Kiara also tweeting out, "I'm so glad I am where I am." Office hitting social media, with Takanashi Kiara responding, saying, "Quitting my job to work here, BRB." The next day, Kiara also tweeting out, "I'm so glad I am where I am today. Thank you for making me who I am today. Hololive in KFP." As that is all for this episode. As always, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe below. Check out our subreddit and Discord for the latest and greatest VTuber news, as we'll have more things VTubers say for you soon.
Damn, I'm so quite a ways away. I don't ever.
I said stop calling.
Stop calling me cute.
This is so awkward. I already said this doesn't suit me.
That's all I understand now.
Yeah, let me catch my breath for a sec. Being around you like this, it's not good for my heart. Yeah, let me catch my breath for a sec. Being around you like this, it's not good for my heart. Yeah, let me catch my breath for a sec. Being around you like this, it's not good for my heart.